Good morning, and welcome to Bumblebee Junction.
Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. It has been a very busy week, and it is the weekend, so it is time to walk around, show you what we've been up to all week, and a few of the things that we'd like to do in the next couple of days. So hold on, and we'll get to that. Alright, we are out here behind the shop right there, but for anybody who's watched the channel for a couple of years, you know that we gave up this big garden space back here to put the shop in, and we were actually talking about not putting anything back here this year. But with everything that's going on in the world, we decided to go ahead and do a little planting back here. This will be our kind of just in case extras kind of garden. Mark got this all tilled up for me. Got it all rowed in, and we have this planted. Now this big mound running the length of the back is something really fun that I don't think Mark wants to give away just yet. But we do have, see, there's 2 rows of green beans, 2 rows of yellow wax beans. There's sunflowers out here, some okra. Let's see, what else do we got? In the corners, that corner and the corner up here, we have extra acorn and butternut squash, and we put them in the corners so they could run out and vine and do what they wanted to do. There's also some extra yellow and green squash in here, some zucchini. But yeah, I didn't figure it would be a bad idea to have a little bit extra planted this year. So, yeah, nice big plot, and you can see that dirt is still plenty rich and ready to be used. So, still got an awful lot to look at, so let's get to it. Alright, now, the cold snap that we had killed all of my little volunteer Chubb's tomatoes, but I did have some seeds in reserve, and we have replanted this and taken out the zombie onions that were in it. The garlic is as tall as me, and we'll get down in here and show you. It is starting to put scapes on, so I'm going to give them another couple of days to get all of them up here. Some of them are just getting started, and then we'll trim those off. They are doing very well, and yeah, they are as tall as me. These are the yellow onions, and they're doing very, very well. We'll come up here and show you the peas. Now they have come back from the cold snap too, putting on lots more new growth. They're all nice and super green again. Got lots of blooms on them. Yeah, some of these are just so dark they've got that blue-green going. And we have the other set of peas. They are pretty much in the same boat. They are flowering, getting their pretty blue-green color to them, and doing very well, despite the cold that we had. And these are the red onions. Now, we did lose a couple right there in that spot, but overall, the majority of them are doing very, very well. Now, we don't have this bed planted, but you might remember, yeah, those are the green zucchinis. We have yellow summer squash in here, and everybody is up. Now, I will wait a couple of days and I'll thin them back down to just one plant in each spot. But yay, we have squash on the way. Alright, this far bed here has not been planted. These are the beets that are just growing like crazy now. We did have a few spots where it looked like somebody jumped up here and grazed a bit, but I did replant And there are little ones coming up, which is all good because even small beets are still fantastic. Take a look in the potato buckets over here. There are nice big green sprigs in every bucket. Happy to see those guys. And we'll just wander down here. Now there's nothing planted right there, but there's all the volunteer dill. They are, yeah, they're really shrubby and they smell so good. Yeah, they are taking off. Don't have anything in the bucket garden yet. Still working on plans for that. See, this bed is not planted yet. And we have giant heads of broccoli in here. Now there are a couple, like that one right there and that one back there, that are going to need to be picked here probably this afternoon. Our temps are skyrocketing up into the mid and upper 80s and they are starting to bolt a bit. We'll get in here and look at this cabbage. Yeah, they're getting nice and big. Oh, there's one that we did cut. You can see why we leave the plants. Get all these little sprigs on here. Come through and get those here probably this afternoon. The cabbage is all doing really, really well. And we have one more that needs to come off on the broccoli side here. Now I have been picking these like crazy. These are the radishes. But see, there's still quite a few in here. Looks are deceiving. I have been taking quite a few out of this bed, sending them home with Dad. We've eaten quite a few. Those are still giant radishes down in there. But I know it looks like I haven't touched them, but I sure have. I'll just kind of walk around the corner here and I'm going to show you the spinach. And back up just a little bit. You can see all of it that hasn't been cut back there. We have cut all of this and they are starting to spring back up. We've been eating an awful lot of fresh spinach and salads and everything for the last couple of weeks. But yeah, really, really nice. Love fresh vegetables. But yeah, still gotta take a few more of those out. Gotta cut a little bit more of that and work on the broccoli. There's still plenty more to look at. Hold on. Alright. Sorry, I got a bug buzzing around my head. That is the entire corn plot. It has been turned several times. Mark has been out here taking care of all of that. Yeah, I think he's turned it probably about 3 times now. So we're getting ready to get that taken care of. We've already put some nitrogen in it. So it will definitely be ready to go. So we're going to be planting that here real soon. Alright, we are out here with the wooden raised beds. That is the first strawberry box that I tore up. You can see they are all springing back up and happy. See, those aren't planted yet. That's just a nice big weed that I haven't gotten to because, yeah, look at spiky. Now this is the second bed of strawberries that I tore up. They're a day or two behind the others, but they are still doing very well and springing back up. Those are not planted. These are watermelons that I planted just the other day, and they are doing very well. And they should be thinking about laying over and becoming vines here before too long. Let's see. That is my cilantro. It is a volunteer. I have not planted these this year. But yeah, you can definitely tell by the smell exactly what it was. I knew what it was when I touched it. These are all the cantaloupes that we planted the other day. They are doing very well and have new growth on them. Let's see. Those are not planted. That is the carrot bed that we had the little fiasco. Somebody in there digging it up and taking dirt baths. But I did replant that. And let me show you. Do have little baby carrots coming up too. See, those are not planted yet. And these guys are doing very, very well. They are laying over a bit because they just got watered. I was spraying them pretty heavy because it is going to get good and hot today. So we're going to make sure they were plenty wet enough. They are doing very, very well. Now back up here a little bit. Show you the tomatoes. Probably should show you the whole bed. They're all doing very, very well. Do have a few weeds working their way through, but I plan to bring some more grass out here. They have lots and lots of new growth. Now there are a few small blooms on them, and I'm going to come through and pinch those off. I'll do this one while I'm here. But while they're still trying to get started and get growing, I'll probably pinch those off for a couple of weeks to get some size on them. But lots of happy tomato plants in here. And, oh, he took off on me. A very beautiful butterfly. Now the only other thing over here is the asparagus bed. And they need to be weeded again. Seems like that bed always needs weeded. Now we haven't started on the sweet potatoes yet, but they are coming soon. Waiting for Myers to get their sweet potato slips going really well. But that's about all there is over here. But that's not all we've been up to. Just a real quick look at the grape arbor. You can see they are starting on. You can see little tiny grapes up there. And they're starting to put on quite a few leaves. Okay, we're up here on the front porch. Got the cucumber buckets all ready to go. And you can look through the rail there and see that got all of those guys trimmed up and tamed back. The porch is clean. And I have all of my pots over here, and I'm going to finish sorting through them this morning, and we are going to head to town, and we are going to pick out flowers, but I need to get a good count on all of those. But yeah, everything's trimmed up, cleaned up, went through and cleaned the siding and everything. This porch is really nice and clean. Usually we have that done a little bit earlier in the season, but it's done now. We're going to get ready to do all of those probably tomorrow. Go get all the flowers and everything. Now these guys I will probably put cucumbers in those again this year, but yeah. We are ready. Okay, so that's all the footage that I have for today. But we have had a very, very, very busy week. Now, Mark has been taking care of all of the mechanical creatures. We had, we have zero turn, both of my tractors and his tractor. Out of all of that, we had 2 dead batteries, a flat tire, a belt that needed replaced. See, a couple of air filters needed cleaned out. He has been taking care of that, and he's an awful lot better at it than I am. But we did get Dad over here to visit and sent him home with lots of fresh eggs and radishes and spinach. Let's see. Yeah. Got the big corn garden all ready to go. It's already been tilled now, I think 3 times. Mark can correct me if it's been 4. We did get some nitrogen down. Got a couple more things that we want to do before we get that planted, but that is coming up very soon. Let's see. really, really glad that we went ahead and planted in the garden back here behind the shop, because with everything going on in the world right now, it certainly will not hurt to have a few extras. Still have a few beds in the main raised bed garden, and those are going to mostly be peppers and different kinds of peppers, so we're going to get those picked out and get those planted. Let's see. I think that pretty much covers it for right now. Let's see. Do need to get some more of the radishes pulled. Do have a couple of heads. Broccoli need to be cut. Our temps, see, right now it is in about the mid-70s and it's about 10 o'clock in the morning. We are going up to 87, I believe, today. And we are going to have temps in the probably from about 87 to 91 over the next week, and we are not expecting any rain until at least Thursday. So that will mean, you know, coming out and getting everybody watered first thing in the morning, checking on all the younglings in the evening, make sure that the ground is wet enough that they can come up and get through the soil without drying out too bad. Let's see. Did have 5 brand new baby ducks hatch. I am collecting a second round of eggs, and we'll get those in probably tomorrow. And I have decided that I wanted to go ahead and get some more of the Brahmas hatched too. So probably start collecting eggs from them today and put them in next weekend. Let's see what else. Gonna wait a couple of days to let the grass get a little bit longer. And yeah, I don't like seeing the grass, you know, get that long. But do need the extra clippings right now. I would like to get them in the garden back here behind the shop. I'd like to put grass clippings in between the rows. Helps keep the moisture in the heat. And it also helps keep the weeds down. In-ground gardens get quite a bit more weeds, and yeah, it was really hard to control last year when we didn't have any hardly working mowers, you know, cooties and everything. My tractor was in the shop for 2.5 months, but got everything straightened out this year. Everything is taken care of, and we should have plenty of grass to help with that. So anyway, I have sat here and I have talked your ear off plenty long enough. I'm going to go ahead and get on out of here. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe. Don't forget to ring that little bell. It'll let you know when we have something else fun planned. Yeah, today we're going to go buy flowers. So, let's see. Now I lost my train of thought. Anyway, yeah, ring a little bell will let you know when, you know, the train leaves the station yet again. If you enjoyed today's video, please give it a thumbs up. Now, I do have quite a few things I want to get to today before we go and buy some pretty flowers. So I'm going to go ahead and get to that. Don't forget we love you, and we'll see you in the next one.